Today is June 2nd, 2017. It's a pretty big day. It's the eve of the Laurel Oaks Garden Club tour. And we happen to be on the tour this year, one of 4 gardens. So for the last 4 months, I've been working myself to get ready for this thing. So today we will just talk about, I'll show you some of the things that we did and what it looks like, the best it will ever look. So I'm sitting here on the new brick patio that we had put in last year. The brick came from Sedaya Church, the church that we grew up in, and the Scott kids grew up in. So we have a little chair, table that looks like we sit here and eat. We really don't, but we think it's a nice little place. This is just off the deck, and I'll just walk you up here, the deck and the screen porch. We hopefully would have had new screen, but we have old screen for our porch, but I think it's fine. I don't think the bugs really know where the holes are. So we have planters of plants, fig trees, we have our herb garden, and then we have the topiaries that have been growing here for probably 10 years. And we have a sign that my talented wife made telling us not to fall when we walk across the deck. So we're going to step up. And we're going to sit on the bench on the upper deck, and we're going to look out over the garden. We have a new foxtail fern this year that I think is very interesting. And we're sitting under the shade of a Japanese maple tree and some other tree, a magnolia, a sweet bay magnolia that drops leaves continuously for the last 3 or 4 months. Here we go, let's go. Now we're going to meet some of my newest friends. 2 old crows. The fountain we bought in Fredericksburg, Texas last fall, and they're doing a fine job. Very entertaining to everyone who's walked up so far. Here's a little fern garden over here in the corner, and behind that you'll notice the new shake siding that we have on the back part of the house. Do you see the shake siding? And we're here by the Foster holly that we trimmed into a topiary. We have calla lilies coming up here. And then you're going to see, as we go through the tour, you're going to see a lot of coleus. So here's just the beginning of it. We've never used coleus that much, although Susie says we should have used coleus forever, but we're just starting to use that. We have behind the camera, we have 2 big pots of just stuff. And the pots have been in our possession probably 10 years. They're actually hose containers, but we plugged the hole and used them for pots. And we're dealing with elephant ears and sweet potatoes, and we have dahlias and verbena and some white lantana. And this one we have canna, and we have some more dahlias. Oh, I need to deadhead that one. And we have some of this fuzzy stuff I don't know, white marigolds, and some more lantana. So we're just trying to make a big old color statement when you walk around the corner. So walking around the corner, I speak up, we're going toward the arbor. And the arbor, it has also another sweet bay magnolia. I'll show you this too if you want to come closer. We like this because of the blooms that happen a long time in the year. And if you come in on a bloom like this, they smell great when you walk by. So here it is. We're trying to develop actually a path, and we're trying to make it a private path, so we're using plantings to the north side of the path. So we have hydrangeas, and then we have a New Dawn rose, the first patented rose ever in the world. Well, not this one exactly, but I'm sure it's the grandchild. Arbor. And then we have a new floor in our arbor, a new stone floor, and then we'll continue to walk.
Did you want to tell them that you built the arbor?
Oh yes, I did build the arbor. several years ago, and we just remodeled it. And in there, we used some of the iron grates that used to be on Aunt Esther's house in Mobile. So we used them there, and we also used them on the garden building out there, the same from the same house, the same family member. And then as you walk on toward the front of the house, here's one of our new plants we bought this year. We're hoping to see it do great things. It's a cranberry bush, supposed to be cranberry. I don't think we make cranberry salad out of it. It's supposed to be beautiful. And then here's another of our colas that we're trying this year. Thank you, Susie. So we have this. I'm going to let you, while you're, well, let's go on and look out at the new birdhouse. Hal wants a birdhouse like this, by the way. We've got to find out where it came from, Emily. But here is the birdhouse that Emily gave me for Christmas, and we put it on an old church post, and we planted with colas and with dahlias around the bottom of that. Okay, let's take a little tour right over here. Let's just get a look across the front. We don't have to go up close on the front, not necessarily. But you get an idea what we're trying to do down the front. We've added a little more color, but it's mostly a green and yellow and red set of plantings that are difficult to keep in their spaces. Okay, you want to go ahead and walk around to the end here. Let's just keep going. We have a Kimberly fern, and at the base we have more dahlias. We have some boxwoods that need trimming. And then, can you hear me? Down on the south side of the house, we're coming to another arbor that I built later after the other arbor. And I'm trying to train clematis up on the post, and so it'll be covered in different colors of clematis. And we have calla lilies and daylilies coming up here. And then, behind the fence, we have a whole slew of tiger lilies, and they came from Hawk and Granny Bob's house, the beginnings of that. So this is just a small number of the offspring that we have raised from that. It'll be orange here before long. And then I'm not going to walk you all the way up there, but you'll see the ditch that we've been trying to reclaim through the years, and it has oak leaf hydrangea, has arborvitae, has some pines and ferns and grasses, red twig dogwood, just a lot of things that are growing. Shut it off.